We got this.
It just seems like for the two of these teams, it has to be overtime, right? Every other match nearly that we've had in the Pro League seems to be very like pretty much a more a one-sided affair. But between Fnatic and VP, yesterday we saw overtime for them on Train. And today we're going to get overtime on Cash. I suppose once you get up to that rarefied atmosphere, top of the pack at least.
Yeah.
Even if VP are sitting nearly at the bottom of the group.
Yeah, but if you look at like world rankings and stuff like that, it's definitely they're usually somewhere up top. Well, you know, HLTV put out their world rankings, and TSM is #1.
That's true. That's true. Which is interesting because they haven't won a major.
Yeah. You know, that sparked some controversy. As well.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see if it's going to hold true or not. It is 5 AKs right now on the VP side, and JW in the middle with the AWP. Overtime here, which means we're looking for the first team to 19 rounds. Starting money is 10,000, so on the CT side especially, you could definitely run out if you start losing too many rounds.
Exactly right. That's why it's so important here for Fnatic to come in strong. Just keep up that momentum that they had in the regular time. Just managed to carry that over here into the first half. And into this first round, they still have a good nade count going into this as well. So, Virtus Pro, they haven't put too much pressure out. JW, I thought that Snax would catch him running the wrong way there, that the timing was going to work out perfectly. But instead, Snax is waiting to use a Molotov. And a bit of a missed opportunity there for Virtus Pro. Little do they know, of course.
Look at this forward position for Olofmeister. I mean, this is denying a lot of map control for VP. They're trying to see if they can make the web highway, but Neo is already down to JW, and Olof is so close in main. He could be sneaking around here. The bomb is out on the other side, and they're going to be trying to do like a two-way crunch onto the A-bomb side. With Crim's in a good position. Gonna hear them opening the door. Snax picking up one kill, flashbang out. Taz gonna get shut down immediately. Crim's turning around, but there's one more guy in here, and that's Bayali picking up a big kill there on Crims, who was just a little bit reckless. Still gonna be a 1-on-2 here for Snax.
Yeah, the main issue is that they had no idea that Olofmeister was still waiting around in A main. And so now, well, that's going to make things a little bit tricky here. It's Snax. He's got the bomb, at least, and he's going to be able to get the plant. So he has that bonus money, but then he eats an HE nade to the face, gets dropped down to 30 HP, and Olofmeister locks it out. 2 kills for him in the round, and a very important round win here for Fnatic. But at least they got that bomb plant for Virtus Pro, so it'll maintain some of their funds here going into the remaining rounds of this half. Yeah, that's just chaotic, though, Anders, right?
Yeah, that could have played out so many different ways. It's absolutely true. And they had, I mean, Olof had a really good grenade, but there was one before that, I think, that was put out. So, you know, it's kind of like a bit unfortunate for Snax. He got double naded.
And well, now, yeah, this shouldn't be too much of an issue now. But I'm curious to see if VP just try and go for that mid crush again. And Fnatic are trying to counter that as well. HE's going out. They do manage to dodge it, but Pronax is right up under, drops so quickly here. He should be ready for when they go jumping across as well. There is a crossfire, and he doesn't actually achieve anything.
Wow, I think maybe a bit of panic on Pronax then. I feel like maybe if it played that one a little bit more cool, he could have actually stayed in a good position. Some nice damage being put up by Flusher, and Olof coming out from behind once again to drop Snax. So 2 versus 3, it's still working out right now for the Fnatic team. Taz and Bayali, now would be a good time to come up with a big clutch.
Yeah, this is the big moment here for Olofmeister. They're going to go for that boost, but Olof, he's in the perfect spot. If they come walking through towards the B halls, Olofmeister will be there to just basically cut the legs out from under him. And Flush is still waiting on short. Does he realize that somebody's been boosted up? There is a push in A main happening as well, and that's Olofmeister. He's actually waiting over in the B halls still. He's going to be able to take out Taz and get that bomb control. And now it comes down to Bayali, who's stuck in the Triangle of Doom. This is possible for him to clutch, but he had to hit that first headshot right there. Because everybody from Fnatic was still kind of split up.
Yeah.
So he might have been able to, you know, if he gets the first headshot, then he can work on that. But yeah, falling to the first guy, no joy.
17-15. 2 more rounds for Fnatic, and they will have made a very impressive comeback. Being far behind, back into overtime, back into a win. Kind of crushing for VP, considering what happened yesterday. I didn't even think about that, but if they take another overtime loss here, I feel like that might almost be too much. Pronax gonna get one. They keep trading back and forth, and it's working out good right now. Virtus Pro, 3-on-3 is gonna favor that terrorist side, even if Neo's a bit low here. Still got the bomb almost in control here, so we'll see if they can Draw it back. They need at least one round here on the T side. And look who's sneaking up through Checkered, also through Squeak, all the way around the map. It's Olive again. He's hard to control.
And he gets the angle on Taz as well. And Bialy might very well be stepping right back out into him. Taz, though, so thorough. Peeks. But still, Olofmeister able to find the 1 kill. Gets traded, though. Bialy's there to quickly pounce on that opportunity to shut down Olaf. But Crims could get into sight fast enough. Nice turn there from Bialy, turning away from that flash. He's actually going to get the 2nd kill. Now it's going to be down to JW. Gets the flick, but misses it in the end. He had the opportunity.
I mean, for a minute, that definitely looked like he'd hit it. So, the thing is, they're both low on health. I'm wondering if JW knows he's got the CSED, so that would actually be a better weapon in this case, and a Molotov as well. Molotov gonna go back here. There's a really good shot that he could actually do this. It's gonna go down, forcing one guy out. JW, they're gonna be careful they don't line up. He's gonna tab the bomb once. There's the 1 kill. Picks up an AK by Ali. 21 health on the other side. Sprays through. JW gonna get both the kills, and that's gonna be the round. He clutches it, and Fnatic 3 rounds in a row on overtime. That's very impressive.
Unreal clutch from JW, who's been just a little lackluster throughout the first 30 rounds of this map. But then in that one clutch, that was just perfect. It's so funny, too. I'm laughing over here because he just taps the bomb. He needs a rifle. He's like, ah, great, thanks. Gets an AK. And then Bialy going for the spray, gives away his position. A surprising lack of patience on Virtus.pro's side, actually, because every time it was an instant reaction. They weren't waiting to see if JW was going to stick the bomb. You would wait a couple of seconds, but they just pounced every time. And Virtus.pro, man, they just gave it up right there. JW, great cool under pressure.
Yeah, I mean, they might just be a little bit tilted on the fact that they are, that they're now so close to losing another overtime game, and then, I don't know, these are some really rough days for the Polish team, I feel like.
Oh, the cheek.
It is a nice boost, but there's nobody anywhere close. JW takes a bit of damage, falling all the way off the ice cream truck. Bit of a shame.
Yeah, it twisted his ankle there, it looks like.
That's usually when you get ice cream, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or in the hospital, right? Oh, Snacks. Is he going to get another chance? No, because these aren't smokes that are going to be followed up. Fnatic, they're still waiting around A.
They are the classic smokes for a mid-take, usually into a sort of a B split, but Fnatic just putting it out initially. Now they are slowly starting to try and see if they can contest mid a little bit here. Snacks is thinking about going back around the corner. Jump over from JW. A little bit aggressive, ends up going down.
Quick reactions there by Snacks. Gets the full flash on the second man, but loses the duel to Pronax. And now a 4-on-4 here for Fnatic. Neo takes out Olofmeister that was over in A main. And now the bomb kind of hesitating for a second there. It looked like it wanted to go towards B, but they're working their way back towards A here, back into mid with that bomb. So it could still go up in defense if it wanted to. A lot of this comes down to who's going to find the opening. Flusha, B-Halls, picks up the first man. And this might prompt them. Yeah, bomb is going to go ahead into Checker. They're going to back up onto it. And now the second man here on the site needs to hit the timing just right. And he's going to do just that. Bialy holds his own. And this is definitely looking like Virtus.pro are going to be able to wrap up this round. First round, key round of their CT half has been locked down for them.
Yeah, the best VP could do right now is getting to overtime. And that would be 18-18. Then we'd have double overtime. Otherwise, it's not going to be looking too good for them here. And Fnatic obviously still with the money. Even without the bomb plant, they're going to be alright. JW a bit low, but the rest should still be able to put some sort of rudimentary buy together. And Orb still on Neo here.
Yeah, Orb
31 kills on Snacks. And 31 on Olof. I think they're tied right now.
Looking, yeah, 31 on Olof, you're right. He's got one more assist as well, so.
Oh, wow.
Olof, speaking of which, Neo's going to find him first. To start, JW, though, gets that timing onto Snacks, but then Pasha's there in the vents again. This is just, it's always going back and forth in mid. It's so hard to tell who's going to come out ahead, and full flashed, Pasha takes the duel with Pronax and wins it.
Very important now. It's 2 versus 4. Flusha and Crims left, and they're each going to pick up a kill in a matter of seconds. That brings it back into a 2 versus 2. Virtus.pro, what just happened? They had this round now. It's going to get a little bit more tricky. Taz up on the high ground. Smoker not going to quite connect up there. It's going to be down on low ground as they rotate the bomb back out, and VP are still buying this, and Taz taking a bit of damage, so they don't have any reason why they would fall out. Now they must have seen Crims back off, and that's going to prompt at least a bit of doubt in their mind, but now Flush is all the way over here. He can get the bomb down, and this is going to get tough now for VP.
Bomb has been
And he could even work his way into CT. Virtus.pro are only just now going to realize,
Wow.
wait a second, what a joke. But then they take very standard positions here, actually. Flush up, not knowing how close the Virtus.pro members were, how well their trick had worked. He's actually going to be playing for quad. Catches him with the nade out in his hand. Neo does get the nade off in time, and Taz out in the open. Picked off by Crims coming in from A main. Another overtime map and another overtime win for Fnatic. This is going to be insanely frustrating for Virtus.pro now.
Yeah. They're going to need a little bit of revenge at some point, I feel like. Those have been some rough days here for the Polish team.
Two losses, man. That pretty much, I mean, that's, 7 losses now for Virtus.pro in the groups.
Might be too much, a little bit too much to handle.
I think so.
Well. The evening is not quite done yet. We do obviously have more coming up. Still SK playing Dignitas. Danish action coming up. No idea what lineup SK are going to have.
Well,
I think they only have 3 players in their roster right now, so...
so it's going to be hard, because hopefully they can find somebody.
Play 3-on-5. I'd play if they asked me. I could do playing and commentary at
But
the same
can you
time.
get on their ESEA roster, Andrews? That's what needs to happen, bro.
We've got the contacts. We can make it happen. Reverse engineer that stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like it's possible.
Okay, guys.
Pay the right people.
Well,
right, so we've got... Actually, we're a little bit past time, so that game's still a bit late. So I'm not really sure. It's probably going to be 5 minutes until we're back, guys. Before we go, remember to go and check out the Score Esports and catch up with all of the results and all the articles over there as well. Right there, Android and iOS. So if you have a smartphone, go and do that. Maybe a tablet.
yeah,
Anything like that.
Anything, yeah, I guess, you know.
You could do it. Download the application.
Brick phone or something, I don't know.
Is there anything else you can download apps on?
Your watch now.
Oh, yeah, smart watch. You do that. You're going to have a
waiting
smart
for
watch
glasses,
at some point?
man.
Smart glasses?
Yeah, man. Like
All right.
actual, like just I can wear these glasses and I'll just get like projected on the back. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
Built-in wall hack. All right, we'll be back in a second, guys, with the SK and Dignitas.